I had an entire video written on this until I stepped away from the keyboard for a moment and realized why. I will tell you why we are getting the Acolyte. Disney has positioned themselves by graft, stupidity, and hubris firmly into the position of checkmate. For those of you unaware, a game of chess is usually determined within the first couple of moves, and Kathleen Kennedy from day one set herself up for failure. The decanonization of the EU, the deconstruction of every legacy character in the sequel trilogy to prop up the awful new characters, and the horrendous TV shows. It all came into place to set Disney up for failure. Star Wars cannot move forward. They have killed every character people cared about and replaced them with characters whose characteristics are supposed to make up for their lack of actual character, and the god-awful plots of those films and TV shows. Disney believed that people would buy anything with the words Star Wars slapped on it, and in so doing made one fatal error. Star Wars fans, and by extension the general public, do not like slop, come to find out, and the result is a decrease in profit with every single new release, to the point that the once titanic entertainment empire that was Star Wars is now relegated to a failing streaming service. Heck, they can't even crowdfund a lot of the new lightsabers they're trying to put out these days. Star Wars has written itself into a corner, and the only way to fix it at this point would require a full, hard reboot. And that would require the people in charge at Lucasfilm to admit fault of any kind, which they will never do because they have fired every single person who could have called their bad decisions into question. Every decision made by Kathleen Kennedy, and by extension the Lucasfilm staff, in respect to pushing the timeline forward, has been a mistake, only differentiated by the level to which it damages the brand, and thus, with no future to look forward to, they are left with no choice but to plunder the past. And that is why we are getting the Acolyte, and every other bad straight-to-streaming garbage fire like Ahsoka, or The Mandalorian, or The Bad Batch. They are all the result of Disney Wars being incapable of moving forward. If that Rey Palpatine movie ever gets made, it will flop, because no one cares about the living forehead and her forgettable friends. So, if Star Wars is to die like this at the hands of the ideologues at Lucasfilm, let it be known that if you want to have new hope of its resurrection unto life once again, stand at a distance, do not hate watch, and mock them mercilessly. But tell me what you think down below. This has been Pete, the Heretical Nerd, signing off.